Hey, welcome to Brunch with Brian, your home investing live stream. And today I'm going to talk about being a reporter in your own real estate investing career. What do reporters need to know? It's the 5 questions: who, what, when, where, how. Who, what, when, where, how. So we're going to look at your real estate investing and we're going to figure out who, what, when, where, how for your real estate investing. All right? So let's start with our deep breathing. No, let's go right to it. Who, what, when, where, how. So who is it? Who is doing the real estate investing? Let's really evaluate your business here based on these 5 questions. So who is it? It's you. It's you. Now it might also be other people. It for sure is other people. It's the who of your real estate success is you as the driver, you as the schedule maker and schedule follower, and you as the person who gets the training that you need to figure out how to do this. And you're really the driving force. Now it's you. Maybe it's you and your spouse. A lot of folks do this together as a couple, like Lynette and I do. Maybe you're a team. Now you're going to have other people on your team. You might have a VA on your team. You might have a local assistant. You might have a FSBO caller. You might have Pat Live. You might have an answering service. And you might have a mentor or a mastermind group leader, somebody like that. So that's all the who's. And then the other who's are going to be your sellers and buyers as you go along. But it all starts with who is you. Okay, who, what? What is investing in real estate investing? Now, what can be very specific. So what, tonight, you have a half hour on your schedule tonight on Thursdays, because I talk about setup Thursdays. Thursdays is the day you want to set up your weekend. You want to get an appointment, a deal meeting appointment for Saturday or Sunday on Thursday night. So Thursday night should be on everybody's schedule. I'm kind of getting into the when. So, but that's what I'm talking about with the what. The what in general should be your goal of closing 1 deal a month. That should be your what. And that's the bottom line. I mean, you're either buying houses or you're not, and you're either buying 1 house or 2 houses a month, or you're buying 0 houses a month. So however many deals you're doing, yes, I'd like you guys to maintain more or less 1 deal a month. If you're really going for it and spending money on marketing and doing more, then I would expect more, 2 to 3 to 4 deals a month. But 1 deal a month is awesome. So what is the 1 deal a month? Now in your specific times, what may mean closing calls? What may mean deal meeting? What may mean getting training on Teaching Tuesdays? Every Teaching Tuesdays, you're here, right? 7 p.m., you're with us. 7 p.m. Eastern, 4 p.m. Pacific. That's an hour that should be in your schedule every week, and that's training. So out of your 7 to 10 hours a week, some of that's training. So who, what, when? So that's when we're getting into the schedule, is when. So again, 7 to 10 hours a week. I want you to figure out when, and I'll tell you the four most important parts of your schedule are your what I call your 4 half-hour calling blocks. Okay, so these are flexible, flex time. You can put them in different spots, but I want you on the phone, and it may not take a half hour. You may only have 4 or 5 calls to make, or 3 calls. Well, you can generate more calls just by calling cold, this isn't a cold call. It's never a cold call, because these people are advertising their house for sale. So if you're calling somebody out of Zillow, it's not like I've done cold calling before. I sold books on the phone, Time Life books, and that's cold calling. Okay, this is not cold calling. This is basically calling people who already have a house to sell and offering them a way of selling it. Okay, so that's sort of your what again. But when are you doing this? The 4 half-hour blocks I like is if you have a Thursday night block, anywhere between 5 and 8. I like to have a Saturday block where you're getting on the phone Saturday morning. You can get a whole lot of people sometimes, somewhere between 10 and 12 noon. Start out with a half hour, and if you're still on the phone calling after a half hour, that's awesome. But at least knock out this half hour of calling 4 times a week. I'd like it probably Monday. It would be a good day for a half hour, because you're going to do some follow-ups, and then another time during the week. So that's when. And now remember, what you're doing during those whens is crucial, and the most important thing you're doing is calls and meetings. Okay, so that's when. Who, what, when, where. Where are you? This is important too, guys. You got to set up a workspace. If you're out in the middle of the living room with kids running and dogs barking and you're trying to make calls, that ain't gonna work. So you gotta try to find a where. You gotta find a where for your real estate investing. Yeah, sometimes you can have a desk in the kitchen, you know, or something to do most of your stuff, but you need some quiet and some ability to focus when you're on the phone doing your calls. So yeah, it would be nice if you could go somewhere and shut the door. Even if you get a desk in your bedroom or something like that, just remember, I don't like, if you're doing video deal meetings, this is just a pet peeve. I don't like to see your bed in the shot. So, you know, we're trying to keep that professional. Okay, so where is your office, and now where is also what your farm area is going to be. Are you going to work just in your area, or are you going to do deals at a distance with our deals at a distance system? We have a great deal on that, guys. We'll do a deal for you on that, deals at a distance. If you don't have that yet and you have any one of our other systems, I will cut you some big, huge deal on it, okay? So deals at a distance, where might be other cities. So we are obviously in other cities, in Indiana and Minnesota, California, Phoenix, our area here, Arizona, different cities like that. And we're always looking at new opportunities, and students are always bringing us stuff and wanting to target certain areas and saying, hey, will you guys help us? Now remember, if you have our deals at a distance system, we'll help you get your first deal. We'll actually partner up your first deal. If you're trying to work at a remote distance, you may not have your boots on the ground local associate set up yet, or may have other issues, so we can help with that. So don't forget, we're a resource for you on your deals, okay, on your deals at a distance, especially on your deals at a distance, because there's some ins and outs there. Get the system so you know what you're doing, but we can also help you with that. Okay, so when, who, what, when, where, and how. How, guys, you're following our systems, you're following the scripts, you're following, it's basically a script and checklist business, as a lot of businesses are. I mean, if you follow the checklist when you're talking to customers, and the scripts, and even I have scripts for talking to a real estate agent, I have a script for an attorney, finding an attorney. I pretty much got scripts for whoever you need to talk to. So just ask us. If you think you don't have a script, or if you can't find a script to talk to some individual, then just let us know and we'll get you the script, because we have scripts for everything. So how is you're using our scripts, you're using our checklist, you're using our system to succeed. So when, what, who, what, when, where, how, that answers all the questions for you right there. Okay, now we're going to be doing Thursdays live later today at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, 4 p.m. Pacific. And if you guys know Ron LeGrand and are in that gang, you may see us today. We're going to be we're doing a couple of events with Ron over the next couple of weeks. Today, we're going to be doing a fast track to wealth. I think they're still calling it that. They call it different things, but it's a one-day event. So we're going to be on there deal structuring. Lynette made a whole bunch of phone calls off of leads that we got. I think she had about 86 leads or something, got like 6 or 7 deal meetings set up. So that's very exciting. So we'll be going over some of those today on the simulcast, on the live video with Ron this afternoon. Actually, I think it might be, depending on where you live in the country, it's this afternoon, or I wish I could give you a time, but I think it's around somewhere around 1 or 2 o'clock Eastern Time. So keep your eyes out if you're planning on attending that today. And then you can see us next week at the Quick Start Real Estate School. We're always a big part of those. So we love being a part of that. It's our honor, and we get to teach a lot and get to hang with Ron. So that's always fun. And then we're going to be live in Vegas next month at that Quick Start. So that's going to be really exciting too. So guys, keep it on. Let's do our deep breathing. Ready? Deep breath in. This is when, if you haven't smiled yet today, big smile now. Let it go. Relax your shoulders, your neck. Another deep breath in. Hold it a sec and let it go. Okay, one more. Hold it and let it go. See, when you're doing your deep breathing and smiling, that should just automatically charge you up, give you lots of energy and positivity. You just can't be thinking all negative if you got a big smile on your face. So guys, apply the who, what, when, where, and how to your real estate investing business, get on the phone, do your setup calls today on Thursday. We'll be seeing you today and soon at several things, as always. And until we see you, keep expecting success, getting awesome training, and taking lots of action. Let's go get them. 1, 2, 3. Let's go get them. That's your affirmation.